Hello and welcome back to our channel, Never Enough Holidays. We're a family of 3, away for our summer break, towing our twin axle caravan for a month across mainland Europe. As part of our trip, we are staying for 3 weeks at the beautiful but rustic site Camping de la Plage, just outside Port-Grimaud in the south of France. Join us for part 7 of our tour as we relax and enjoy our caravan holiday. So we dropped my mum and dad off to Nice airport this morning really early and we carried on to Monaco. We're back now at the caravan and we're just chilling, relaxing. Maisie and Jamie have gone for a swim in the sea and I'm about to start dinner and I'm going to make us a seafood risotto. Good morning. We are all a little bit bleary-eyed as we were woken up about 3:30 in the morning by a car that crashed on the main road. Obviously our pitch is one of the roadside ones. We're like 2 deep in, we're 2 caravans in, and all of a sudden we heard this almighty bang and it was a Mini that had hit a tree and rolled over onto its roof onto the other side of the road. Luckily everyone got out of the car and they were all right, but Jane was a little bit concerned that if it caught fire then it could spread pretty easily, because as you can see here in the Bay of Saint-Tropez and in France there is no fire regulations for the distance between caravans and we are tightly packed in here. So luckily there was no fire, we were all right, so we got back to bed again, but yeah, a little bit bleary-eyed. So come and spend the day with us. We're going to have a walk to, it's called Saint-Tropez, I think it is. It's like a chain of patisseries all around this area. So we're going to go there, get some croissants for breakfast, and hopefully I'll be able to get some of the Saint-Tropez tart again, because I haven't been able to see it anywhere else and I really enjoyed it when we had it for pudding in Saint-Tropez. So come with us. We turned left out of the campsite and walked along the cycle path, past the entrance to the exclusive resort of Prairies de la Mer, and then to get to the other side of the road where the patisserie is on, we went under the underpass and found a little shortcut, aka a bit of off-roading. It took us into the car park of the bowling alley and then we followed the road up past the garage and then you arrive at the patisserie. There was a queue outside and we thought we might have been able to eat our breakfast inside there, but unfortunately dogs aren't allowed, so one of us had to stay outside with Trixie. some baby trop to enjoy with a glass of rosé later that day. This is how we spend our afternoons chilling. Chilling on his sun lounger, although the sun has gone in now. It seems to be clouding over about 3 o'clock every afternoon.
They look a bit darker today.
Yeah. He won't put on his sunglasses because he says they're Deirdre Barlow ones. Anyone else find that their sunglasses lenses, what happens to them?
But Oakley sunglasses lenses, if they get salt water on, you don't clean them off properly and it peels off. It's like a film that colours on the front of them. And you can't see it's happened to 3 lenses now. Pairs of lenses, so and then got me a cheaper pair that actually lasts for, but they're huge and they're like something Deirdre Barlow would wear.
They're fine. They're fine. Maisie is chilling on her phone. Typical preteen. Making the most of the Wi-Fi here. We thought we'd get some pizzas from the takeaway here on the campsite and take them down with some drinks to the beach. Tomorrow it's firework night, so it's going to be really busy. So we thought today might be a better day as it's a little bit quieter, hopefully. This bag I did pick up at Fortnum & Mason's. It was a little bit pricey. It was about £18, but I must admit it's been so handy. When we've done the shopping, I've put all the fridge bits in here because it's been so hot. And then today, I've put in a bottle of fizz here, some cans of drink as well, and crisps and snacks. So join us at the beach for this evening. Jamie, you'll end up like collapsing into that hole.
The fish is digging and digging and
starting to spit with rain now. Oh no. We may not be having pizza on the beach. It was a quick dash back to the caravan to put the sides on. That's one good thing about the Telta Skylink 400 is you can put the sides on and they're so quick and easy to do. And Jamie got to try out his new Telta poles. Luckily the rain soon stopped. That's one way to clear the beach. We're back up again and set up and we've got the beach to ourselves now. So Jamie's favourite thing to do while we're here in the Bay of Saint-Tropez is look out at all the different yachts and find out who owns them and what's on them. So Jamie, that one that's out there,
It's called Lady Mora.
what's it got on it?
Its luxury amenities includes a large swimming pool with a retractable glass roof, a gold-plated helipad, a gym,
Gold-plated?
yeah, gold-plated helipad, a gym, spa, and a beach club of its own. Marble staircases, a garden with real soil, climate-controlled interior that can replicate the scent of a rainforest.
So it's got a garden as well?
Yeah, they're the largest and most luxurious yachts of its time, with $200 million.
Now I don't know about you, but I do always like to keep an eye out on the app Too Good To Go, and I managed to get a Too Good To Go bag from La Tente Trapézienne for $4.99. Jamie and I are going to have for lunch 2 of these filled cobs that Maisie and I picked up in a Too Good To Go bag yesterday. One of them is like a cheese and pickle and the other is a tuna. We also got a almond croissant in the bag. It should have been €15 worth of stuff and we paid €4.99. So a bit of a bargain really, because I know I paid €6.50 for one of these brioche buns or cobs for Maisie the other day. I really can't recommend my Caravan washing machine enough. I paid £60 for this from Go Outdoors and it's been brilliant at keeping the washing down, especially when you're away for a month. Yes, there's laundry facilities on site, but they soon add up, especially when you are away for that amount of time. You really can't beat cosy caravan evenings toasting marshmallows. Then we walked to the beach and were treated to some fireworks. Join us next time as we finally get to explore the Gorge de Verdun. But was it worth the wait? And are the roads really caravan friendly? Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please do consider liking and subscribing and hitting the hype button at the bottom of the video. Your support could land us on the leaderboard. Many thanks for watching and take care.